And welcome back. They kind of just dumped me right back in this town. So here I am. Not town. Back in the lab. Like the cutscene kind of felt like it was going somewhere, but then cutscene's over. Ooh. Oh. Supply depots can be built instantaneously. Sounds fantastic. That means I could just summon them in when I want them instead of being like, oh, we hit population cap. I can't build anything now until we finish building supply depots. That might take. All right, let's grab multiple people. They'll all call in supply depots. Now that one drone could be like, haha, supply depots everywhere. But what's the other one? Refineries and automated refineries produce Vespene gas 25% faster. Huh. Noteworthy thing, that doesn't say that you get 25% more gas, just that you get the gas slightly faster. Which, as we get more and more vehicles, it could be useful to have the gas faster and faster, but so far it's never really come close to being a gas problem. I usually have a crystal problem or a population problem. And being able to summon this stuff instantly would be great, but at the same time, once you hit the cap on this, you're done for the mission. But it's still pretty great. But even then, that's kind of like a minor annoyance that I send one guy on a job to make, whereas this one is literally more resources sooner, which could lead to more resources overall if I then move on to other geysers. I do think I want to upgrade Vespene. Also applies to the automated refinery, which we haven't told you about yet, but I think that's over here. Refinery no longer requires SCVs to harvest Vespene gas. So at some point you just don't need to even mine them, and they'll go faster. I'm curious about that one. Is an automated refinery as fast as 3 SCVs out of a refinery? I wonder, because that's the cap, is 3 of them at a refinery take care of everything, so I'm wondering if that's an equal amount. That could also reduce the cost of how many SCVs you need in general. Let's just stick with the current tier, we'll get to that when we get to it. I think I want microfiltering, but the instant depots are definitely tempting. They do a good job with these decisions. It's choices between 2 things that both sound pretty good. It definitely reminds me of how I felt when I would play XCOM games, and those decisions would be like, I really want to... I want to be able to move and shoot in the same turn, but I also want to be able to, like, overwatch my entire party. Isn't that great? We're going with microfiltering. And, oh, Protoss tank has a... I guess every time you can get a new upgrade, it's going to have an update on this message, too. The Protoss crystal continues to grow. I no longer think it is drawing power from the ship. It's getting pure energy from that sphere above it, which presents a new worry. What's it doing with all that power? Is it going to release it explosively? I have to keep Swan away from the sample. He will definitely shoot out the airlock, with me strapped to it. I tried scraping smaller samples, but all of my tools broke. Luckily, I found some cast-off chips floating in the tank. Wonder how they came off. In any case, the chips revealed more of the matrix. It's keeping the energy there in a vortex. How does it move the energy so fast? It may be the fabled Protoss warp technology. For all its complexity, the matrix is as solid as the strongest structure. Huh. I wonder if I could apply these dynamics to our own structures. Make a note. I'm learning so much from this crystal, but I can't help feeling it's as if it's learning from me. If that makes sense. Late, tired, sleep now. Seriously, every single journal we read about these things is the final notes you normally hear when you on an audio log of it next to a corpse in a place like BioShock or any other RPG where you wander around and witness all the horrible stuff that happened to people that tried to experiment on these things.
Emperor, much has been written in regards to the tragic fall of Tarsonis. Toloski's investigative documentary, Imperial Dawn, even claims that you brought down the Confederate system by assuring Tarsonis' fall.
I've heard these conspiracy theories before, but the fact remains. The Zerg invaded Tarsonis en masse, and no force in the universe could have stopped their onslaught. It was a very terrible day.
Toloski's film highlights the seeming convenience of the aliens annihilating a corrupt government that you yourself spent a lifetime trying to overthrow.
Millions died that day, and you speak to me of convenience? Yes, I strove against the evils of the old Confederacy, but never with the object of personal gain. When I was called upon to take up the heavy burden of leadership, I did so only to ensure our continuing survival as a species.
Striking words from the Emperor himself. Up next, Zerglings allergic to lemon juice? Old wives' tale? Or new super weapon in the fight for humanity?
As a side note, but during that interview I spent a lot of the time wondering, why is he framed so low in the camera? Like, the newscaster's framed correctly, but when it shows Menks, he looks like a little boy. Like, he's like tiny on the screen, and there's a bunch of empty space above his head, and it's too close to his face, and it's like, it's all framed wrong. What'd you do? You're supposed to be professionals.
I gotta know, just what was it went down between you and Mengsk? Seems you boys were tight once.
I used to think Mengsk be a force for change. Fought alongside him right up until Tarsonis. That's where he crossed the line, by using Zerg to murder the whole planet. He left Kerrigan there to die because she called him out on it. Turned out he was just as rotten as the Confederacy ever was.
Damn, you sure know how to pick your friends, Jimmy.
Wow. I'm sorry, so you already have a name that's hard to pronounce, like Mengsk, where it's like M-E-N-G-S-K, which is a weird, hard to pronounce thing of like a few too many consonants mixed together. But then he used a contraction with it to put an apostrophe D at the end. And at some point it just sounds like you're pronouncing Klingon when you put that many consonants back together. M-E-N-G-S-K apostrophe D. Oh, spider mines. That's creepy, how they're explosives and walking around. And no one's concerned about this. Spider mines belong to a very small category of technology that came from old Earth and survived— oh my god, they're fighting. Why do they have AI? Why would you do that to mines? What if they press each other's buttons? Oh no. Very small category of technology that came from old Earth and survived the crash of the supercarriers. Terran Marines are famously mistrustful to spider mines as IFF sensors. They should be. They probably should be. I would be afraid of anything that's an explosive that wanders around and has fun. In 2499, the Tarsonis-based Jaunt Pictures released Spider Mines 4: Death from Below, continuing a franchise about spider mines that had achieved sentience and turned on their human creators. It was the last Hollow in the series. Look at them, they're bickering. If they press the button, does it explode? Because that's some scary bickering. But why would they be programmed to, like, claw at each other? Why would you do that? Why?
Those goofy mercs are still using vultures, can you believe it? Damn things are death traps, even when you ain't got people shooting at you.
Careful now, Swan. My old vulture saved my skin more times than I care to remember. I ain't gonna listen to you trash talk a classic piece of engineering like that.
Classic? I suppose you can call them that. Of course, most folks like a bike that don't explode on them when the repeller seals freeze up, or the fuel cells start leaking radioactive waste. But hey, who cares if it's a classic, right?
No one likes a smart-ass, Swan.
Nah, I do. It's fine. They're a good addition to any team. You can add life and range to Diamondbacks, both very tempting. Already maxed out the SCVs. Why is stuff glowing? It's like flashing stuff everywhere. Did I just not highlight the right things yet? Reaper, highlight. Stop flashing at me. Stop flashing things as if they're new. They're not new. You can't trick me. Maybe it's the list of things that I couldn't afford last time I came here because I ran out of money, and now they're triggering here. I do like the idea of upgrading my Diamondbacks. I like them. I do. All the Goliaths are so good for their versatility. Yeah! Mixed feelings. Diamondbacks are good for being able to target everything, but Goliaths are great for being— Diamondbacks are good for their range and damage and everything, I think, but Goliaths are just so nice for the way they can multitask. Although the list of different things that can multitask is interesting, too. I will say it's going to get harder over time to differentiate some of these units. Like, when do I use a Hellion versus a Vulture? A few different variations there, a Viking versus a Goliath, for example. Definitely the type of extra depth that you deal with heavily if you're in like the meta of how you're dealing with the online community and everything. Although, as a single player, I'll probably end up favoring specific units over other ones, especially since they have an upgrade system where you invest more and more into one unit like this to giving my Goliath extra range here. And then once you invest in specific units, those units are objectively, in some ways, better than other units just because they've been upgraded more, perhaps. Do lab canteen. We've already been there, so let's head off to the bridge. And we got no new talk. New Folsom. That's bizarre. I go to watch my movies in the theater at Folsom.
New Folsom is ripe for the taking, man. Every voice that was ever raised against Minsk is pinned up inside those walls. We let all them prisoners loose, and he'll never know what hit him. Just let me know when you're ready to pull the trigger.
Here we go. It's weird thinking that the place I go to play Pokemon Go, or to watch the movies in the theater, or go shopping for groceries, is a place that's associated with a prison planet. This is all Johnny Cash's fault.
Where's Tosh? I thought he'd be here by now.
He already left the ship. I thought you... Sir, we have an incoming transmission. It's highly encrypted.
Patch it through.
Well, well, the infamous Jim Raynor. My name is Nova. We should talk.
Now what would one of Mink's pet ghosts have to say to me?
Tosh is lying to you.
Get Tosh on comms. I'm sure he's listening in anyway, encrypted or not.
We Spectres be the future. You just couldn't handle it, little girl.
Every ghost that became a Spectre has gone on a psychotic killing spree. The ones I've captured are held in New Folsom.
Don't listen to her, brother. Help me bust these Spectres from New Folsom, and we'll bring down Minx together.
Tosh wants to reactivate his Spectre buddies, using the substances you helped him collect. New Folsom is full of psychopathic killers. Do you really want to release them into the galaxy?
I be helping you against Minsk, and my people will too. She won't even join you.
He's a psychotic time bomb. He'll be on your side, right up until he puts a knife in your back.
This be the moment of truth. Make your choice.
Interesting, you're straight up choosing between basically doing the right thing or doing what benefits you. Is it just me or she looks strangely blurrier than Tosh does? So this is Nova. She was the star character of StarCraft Ghost, the game that almost happened, but then didn't. So we have different units. We get a Spectre, which is, let's see, they can use ultrasonic pulse and cloak abilities. Call down tactical nukes. Can they both do that? Yes, they can. So we're gonna get tactical nuke as a result of this mission in general, and we're gonna get cloak, and we're gonna get snipe versus ultrasonic pulse. So one is it stuns the enemies. This stuns enemy units in a target area for a short time, and this snipes enemies at long distance, dealing 45 damage. So good for taking down enemies from a distance, but maybe not always good for taking down crowds or so on and so forth, and probably not a good character to mix into the middle of your party, as opposed to probably something you want to have posed off in a difference and managed separately. Whereas you could probably put the... I mean, Spectres are probably also weak units you probably don't want to have in the middle of your crowd either way. But they have their purposes, I suppose. Especially with the whole nuke capability. A Ghost is an infiltration unit. They can use snipe and cloak abilities, and they can call down tactical nukes. So yeah, you pick between a stun unit and a sniping unit, and also the difference between letting a bunch of criminals free to help the person that's been helping you, or to work with basically what's the person that's working for your enemy, because you're supposedly still doing the right thing. So you're essentially being asked for the difference between power and morality to some extent, even symbolized by the person having like weird glowy eyes and a reddish background versus the girl with the blue background representing the more good choice. It's not exactly subtle. Now I've got super mixed feelings about what I want to do. The Spectre, like the Pulse, seems like it'd be pretty useful, and maybe a better person to mix in. And I don't have a ton of reason to trust Nova, because right now, I've never met Nova before, going from my perspective, or at least I don't think I have a reason to think I know her very well. and she works for Mengsk, which means that her perspective or about who is and isn't dangerous could be completely warped and facetious because they work for these are all people that Mengsk's group are keeping in jail. Presumably they could have been in jail before then also, I suppose, but the idea that there's prisoners for the people that I'm working against means, you know, like maybe a little bit of enemy of my enemy is my friend. Also, it's hard to completely focus on morality when they talk about all my very soldiers of my fire bats and marauders and everyone being basically like, oh yeah, they're all killers and stuff like that. They're all terrible monster people. When you look at their stats, it's like, oh yeah, they're terrible. They're pyros, they're psychopaths, and they're your entire army. At some point, we're already in deep.
You should have told me what you were really planning, Tosh. But I'll take your word over Dominion assassins any day. We've come this far together. May as well see it through.
You've made a poor choice, Mr. Raynor.
I knew I could count on you, brother. Now let's go and bust open New Folsom. Uploading New Folsom data now. Feast your eyes on this, brother.
They're locked down tight. Nova must have tipped them off. We're gonna need an army to break into that place now.
Even an army couldn't get you in there. But one man, one Spectre in the right place, can find a way in.
Then our progress is all up to you, Tosh. I'll push my boys as hard as I can, but they're gonna need your help to gain ground.
Sure, you sit back this time. I'll take the lead and clear the way. Just keep sending troops to keep the pressure on, and I'll do the rest.
There are 2 cell blocks containing military prisoners outside the main compound. If we break those open, we could probably count on help from the inmates.
What else?
There's a Dominion base right by the main prison entrance. Take that out and the guards will retreat. The prisoners can handle it from there.
All right, Tosh. You ready for this?
I've been waiting a long time for this. I'm ready.
On we go. So he's currently cloaked, and he's my only unit really right now. Oh, he shoots automatically.
With my cloaking abilities, I can take out all these guards. They'll never see me.
You can just stay in cloaked mode. So missile turrets and ravens can detect cloaked units and make them susceptible to attack. Destroy the detectors to remain cloaked and unseen. So that's useful. But we'll need our main army to take care of those types of units or we're in trouble. There's a missile detector right there, for example. And here's my entire squad, so just for a minor safety note.
I can use a psionic explosion to take out groups of Marines. A little trick I call Mind Blast.
Oh. Oh. This entire army is controlling itself. I really am just this one unit. Okay, sure. Okay. Crits a focused blast of psionic energy that stuns and deals 35 damage to all enemies in the target area. It looks really big, by the way. Oh, never mind. That's the range where you can target it with. But it's not as big of an attack. Alright, the more we know. So I target that with... I use that with B if I want to use that. Just be very careful about what might detect me. Oop.
That turret across the bridge. It can see me and alert its allies if I get too close, even with my stealth.
Oh, and I'm right outside its range. Aha! Nope. Aha! Your allies is dead, yo. How's that feeling now? How are you gonna take care of my stealth problem now? Not so much? Oh. That's a siege tank. Okay, I'm just making sure. Because they'd said a certain unit was gonna be able to reveal me. Nope. My mistake. Let's see, if a size shield Terrans toss in a shield of energy, absorbing incoming damage for 10 seconds or until he's absorbed 300 damage. How much damage do these guys do? 60. So I could take 5 shots from that, which is kind of a lot. Can I hurt it with this? Oh god. There's a stun, actually. I should have stayed there. Wow. Dangerous unit, huh? He's no joke. Could be feeling better, though. These guys are allies, right?
Hang in there, Tosh. My boys are moving in to back you up.
Remember, just keep sending in troops, and I'll do the rest.
Heal me? Yay! That's exactly what I was hoping for. I'm like, please tell me that this this medic is useful for this. So I can't control them though, right? Yeah, they're just gonna stick together as a group. So this is oddly like playing a scripted custom map of a Warcraft or a StarCraft game. And that sort of stuff's happening around me that I don't control directly all the time. Can I just climb up here? Probably should have gone a little faster on that. Yeah, they can't. If the Turk can't see me up here, I can take shots. I like that they're all just standing there harmlessly as I take out everything around them. It's pretty funny. How's that, huh? You feeling a tad stunned? You know what this is kind of like, actually, is it's kind of like playing a MOBA. It is oddly like playing a MOBA, where I'm kind of wandering around and taking stuff out and staying outside of enemy tower range while various attackers head on over. And like you only want to be inside of the enemy's attack range if you still have allies nearby, because it'll target them first usually, especially with the cloaking. But at some point I am in danger of being caught by all the stuff around here. Oops. Oh, I don't want to be hanging out there. I can use the shield now, though. Let's make that count. Just be very careful, because the moment the shield's down, I'm in actual trouble. Target their healer for sure. There we go. Psi abilities do not regenerate quickly. Here, you guys attract the attention of the Hellion. There we go. Just whatever I do, I need to make sure I don't get flamethrowered, so I'm keeping an eye on that. Let's take this guy out before anyone else shows up.
Our allies are being attacked.
By who? Oh, the Hellion just got built. They've done a good job so far at injecting a lot of variety into this game. You know what? I should move forward without them right now. While they're being distracted with the building, I can take out enemies ahead of us. This is a decent stopgap to distract them for a while more troops show up on our side to create a bigger crowd.
Our allies are being attacked.
Oh, wow. Enemy psionic. I win. Oh.
When I need energy, I can use consumption to get more. I just steal a little life from an ally. The more life they have, the more energy. It don't hurt much.
Good work, Tosh. We're pushing on toward the front line.
That's a big old army right there. I was thinking I need to wait for them to group up, but maybe not. Kind of dark, I'm just ripping life out of these guys, but hey, they have medics. It's kind of like stim packs in a way. Let's take out their entire... Oh, let's take out their tank. Actually, let's target the thing that makes them able to target me first, obviously.
Military cell block now.
Yeah, now they're screwed.
The prisoners might buy us some allies.
You can't see me. Not unless that other thing shows up they were talking about before. I kind of forgot the name of the unit, which is probably bad. I think it had a bird name? Maybe? Die, bunker. Let's see.
Our allies' base is under attack.
That's a base? Oh, you guys are building bases. That's cute. Let's take you out real quick. I mean, I might as well help. go target their... Oh, okay, that took care of itself. I can at least stun them before they get any shots in. Maybe just kill them all. Okay, these are nice units to have around. Now drain life. Now that since we're surrounded by characters that can all heal you. Uh-oh. They found enemies a little faster than I was hoping they would. There we go. I feel like that's a safer unit to drain life from because they have higher defense.
Our allies are being attacked.
Gotta watch out for the missile. If I'm careful, I might be able to target their tank. Nope. Took most of them out. I'm just gonna see if I can take out their detection unit in time. This is not good.
Our
Ow.
allies are being attacked.
I'll be right back. Probably should have shielded a little sooner. Fix me! I agony! Also, I drain life from you because I'm terrible. Which is really just distracting you from healing me more. Oh, they're dead. It's okay, you guys can heal me. Now that your mission's failed. That's fun. I do wish I could control my allies. So I can control them to go together as a group and not push forward, because I'm taking a quick side path and don't necessarily want them to go charging in while I'm doing that. At the same time, though, that's the mission, though, is they said, like, put the pressure on and all that other stuff going on here. B and D and C, those are some interesting hotkeys right there. Anyway, no one should be able to find me right now. So I guess we'll be having some allies in a moment here. And I'll get 25,000 credits.
Our allies are being attacked.
Sup?
Nice work, Tosh. Freeing those prisoners will really help us out.
Did they also shoot a man in Reno just to watch him die? No one will ever know. Where are those medics going? They're not gonna stick with the group that they just wandered by? Maybe they're maintaining a certain level of unit diversity in their group. This seems like an obvious side path for Tosh to take. Unless it's only good for snipers or something. Oh, that's the thing. That's the Raven. Stay out of that thing's range. But now I can target this guy. And stun him real quick before he gets too many shots off on my teammates. There we go. So the question is, can the Raven attack me? Wait, why am I running away from the Raven? Oh, I probably had a range problem. Yeah, that makes sense. Wait, let's see what else I can see from up here. Ooh. That's handy. Can you guys even target me up here?
Our allies are being attacked.
Wow, they know my exact range, don't they? Murder time. You can't out-heal a sniper bolt. So, oh crap. Oh crap. They actually went past my allies to get up here. That's kind of crazy. But now they're doomed. I'm being helpful because I'm distracting them. Well, it would probably be more helpful if I actually targeted the people that are killing them instead. Die, building.
Our allies are being attacked.
You guys can't build crap now. They're medic. Yeah, the medics are weirdly scripted on both teams. They kind of just run past all the action. Like when they encounter a group of allies, they don't go back to. They don't group up with them. They must just be scripted to when the fight ends, run all the way back to their base. Just some relatively simple patterns that they go into. Draining life like a bastard. Just gonna take you out real quick. Gotta target the things that are gonna see me. Stop seeing me! I don't like it when you see me! There we go. All I need is a medic and one blood bank. We'll be fine. Oh no, the medic's dead. Now I'm doomed. Oh, no, not my blood bank. Those were the two things I wanted to not be dead. You killed both of them. Now you get the full AoE. What can I drain life from enemies? That'd be fun.
Our allies are being attacked.
I'm not sure if there's any logical reason why you can't drain life from enemies. I think it's mostly just a balance thing. because it's a really damaging attack. So doing it against an enemy on top of all the other attacks you have would probably be overkill. That's probably the real reason. Oh, that's a siege tank again. Actually, let's head in there. Stop that siege tank right where it is for now. There we go. The stun is really effective for that. His stuns are scary effective. In a slightly gross sort of way, it kind of helps validate the fact that you're draining people's life essences to pull it off. Let's kill its factory so it can't build special units anymore. Die, building. There's like some sort of weird like blood magic thing going on here. Or I'm draining their essence directly from them, and it's giving me offensive powers.
Keep them busy while we establish our forward position.
This mission's got a fun little flow to it.
You're close to the second military cell block, Tosh. Feel like making some new friends?
Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We'll keep them busy while you free the prisoners.
Don't you worry about us, Tosh. We're just about to be really dead.
Tosh, we got a nuke ready for launch. Paint a target. Just don't call the strike in too close.
Where's too close? Here? That seems like a decent middle of the area zone. Yay! I'm not dead, am I? Where am I? There I am. That might have killed some teammates. I'm not quite sure, honestly. I think our group got decimated by their snipers or something anyway. I took out their defenses. I might have wanted to use it here, though, I suppose. If I were to be perfectly clear about that. I mean, that thing doesn't cover that much range. I can probably just hang out over here and shoot stuff.
Our allies are being attacked.
Die, siege tank. What was that red thing? Was that somebody calling a nuke on me? Oh, we have more nukes. So much nuke. I feel like we just kill the prisoners with that. Should probably avoid that. I can just take pot shots at their... If I'm clever about it, I can just take pot shots at their tank. Or I can just do this, I guess. Die, space thing. I hate you and your detection capabilities. And you must be punished dearly for your transgressions. There we go. Alright, now I'll just casually stand here and auto-attack everything. Bye. Wouldn't want you healing everybody, so we'll take you out first. Take that, Samaritan.
Our allies are being attacked.
And now I'll just kind of hang out here and wait for him to slowly pick off a bunch of people that are not running away at the pace they really should be in this context. Y'all should be more afraid. Alright, well, I fixed that for him.
Now those boys are free, we can bust this place wide open. Great job, Tosh.
That's gotta be the last one, because it looks like we're going up to the top corner where all the action takes place. And it also looks like... Wow, that thing looks terrible. Let's blow that up. Not only are we coming up on the top corner where all the action takes place, but the thing said we have an opportunity for 50,000 credits, and I had just earned 50,000, so that's all the side quests that we're gonna have. I'm gonna run away now. Oh, I can't. You stand still while this is happening. Well, I believe that was effective. Don't know where I got that impression, but I think I might have been able to pull that one off. So there's a strong reason to have missile turrets in your group, is to defend against enemies that can pull down freaking just straight up nukes from the sky. Well, I can take out this bunker. Just plugging away. Don't even have to spend energy because I'm safe right now. This will put me in danger. But then he's dead, so it's fine. But also, ow. Medic! Love me, medic. There we go. Everything's fine. I'll be fine. But yeah, that missile launcher is kind of a problem. I didn't take care of that. I can't call in a nuke properly with a missile launcher like that. Why did I just stun a missile launcher that can't attack me? We'll just ignore that for a moment. And call in a nuke. Yay! Say goodbye to enemy base. I can't move him, so I assume he's just not damageable by nukes or something the normal way. I don't know. Let's target their medics. Stop healing things. Now the vultures. There we go. They can take out foot soldiers. That's fine. You can't see me, enemy base. How does that make you feel? Oh, I see medic. Oh, siege tank. Let's target that. Don't want that being a problem. I was waiting on top of it to stun it in case it actually had a moment to try to target people. No more air vehicles. Another medic oh, another siege tank. Hey now. Enjoy the damage. Also, no medic.
Our allies are being attacked.
Tasha's very powerful. It's a decent idea for a mission. They essentially give you an effective tutorial on the character that probably is micromanagement heavy that they're giving you for that mission. Because if you don't know how to play as that character, you could be in some trouble. Oh, that's a siege tank on my team. Neat. Let's hang out here and defend it in my safe invisible zone. Yay! Oh, I walked out of the invisible zone. Tank, you will be safe because you are a friend. Now let's get rid of the part where they can actually see me, and he'll be extra safe. There we go. No more special units from you. There we go. I believe in you, tank. You can do this. I'm gonna go be useful elsewhere. I don't see any more siege tanks around, so... Oh, wow, yeah, this is their whole base. They're basically out of stuff. Yeah, all the enemies that are even on the map are... All the units on the map are actually on my team. This is over. Alright, well, we'll just hang out and watch the world burn, then. How's that tank doing? You know what, I'm gonna hang out with you, tank. You seem like a pretty chill guy. I don't want anything to happen to you. Can you drain life from a tank? The answer's no. Kind of figured. I take out like half of a block at a time. They're probably out of resources at this point, right? I figure if I take out these first, even if they have any resources left, they just flat out won't be able to build special units. Oh yeah, this is where the actual work gets done. I mostly don't think I have meaningful impact on the rate at which we proceed now. It's mostly wait for the giant army to finish things off and feel really smug about your actions. Got one vampire moment at the end.
You just unleashed a nightmare on all of us, Raynor. Heaven help you now.
And the walls come tumbling down. Be free, my brothers and sisters. Your new life awaits.
Battle of Jericho? And the walls come tumbling down. Enemies lost 0, right? Because we literally couldn't lose anyone? Oh, wow. I killed 200 units with just Tosh. That seems like a lot. Got him down to 55 health because I am problematic. My nukes killed a fourth of my total kills. I guess that helps quantify the sheer number then. Or explain it, I mean.
Years, and no one's ever escaped from New Folsom. But we broke it open in an afternoon. I can hardly believe we pulled it off.
You guys did good. Now me and my specters will finish the job. We'll kill Minsk and burn his dominion to the ground.
Overthrowing Minsk is just the start. This is about building a better tomorrow. Don't you see? We just released every scientist, philosopher, and free thinker that ever challenged Minsk's rule. That was our real victory today.
You really that naive? Tomorrow there'll be be a new Minsk, and another one after that. Your great shining dream of the future is just an illusion.
So if it's all so bleak, why are you here, Tosh? What do you get out of all this?
Same thing as you, brother. I don't quit till Minsk is dead.
Vengeance doesn't factor into this. Our revolution's about freedom.
You'll see that better future, Matt. But it ain't for the likes of us.
Alright, cool. So that quest actually resolved with the exact same thought process I had, which is the idea that it's not just a bunch of criminals, but also Mengsk's political prisoners, and they addressed exactly that. So I feel like I did what I wanted to do then.